Graffiti vandals can be hard to catch.
It's a huge problem.
All-out war on graffiti.
2 out of every 3 cans were stolen out of your typical neighborhood store.
And what happens to the kids convicted of graffiti offenses?
Crime scene colon, these cold streets you patrol on. Try to get a hold on, kids strapped with growl on.
Vandals born on my kid, getting chased, baited, but mostly getting shit painted.
Someone wants them, it's either step up, run up, or shut up.
LA is the gallery, the streets of New York is the gallery, the streets of Chicago is the gallery. You can go to some places in LA where there's railroad tracks and crazy ass walls, you're gonna see that art for free. You might pay for being in the wrong place.
Yo, you tuning in to Eyesore Radio. Yo, on today's episode, guys, state your name, where you from?
I'm from the IMK from Ghana.
Yo, bro. For the listeners, bro, the viewers, bro, how do you pronounce your name, bro?
So, my name is OSIN, you know, but a lot of people get a mistake to Ocean and all that stuff, OSIN, but it's OSIN, you know? So, it's pronounced OSIN, you know?
OSIN, bro. Alright. Let me ask you this, OSIN. Before entering the street art world, were you creating art as a kid?
I always liked art. Art was, as a kid, I always be drawing. And so, and then, I was always a skater too as well, so it transitioned to graffiti after that, and I still do it to this day, you know, 14 years later, still writing.
Like, get wheels to be moving around, bro, you know?
I have a car, so skateboard was the best thing.
That's the best option, bro. How long have you been creating street art for?
Since I was like 14, 15 years old, I'm already 28 years old right now, so I've been doing it for a good minute.
How would you describe the graffiti scene in Santa Ana?
It's changed over the years. It's different. The buff is tougher. Nothing really rocks out there in Santa Ana. Back then it would rock a couple months, but now it's like you gotta really get these good spots to paint. Cause yeah, Santa Ana, Orange County, it's just a different scene.
How would you describe your style?
My style, honestly, I try to do a little bit of everything. Do a little wild style, some bold letters, rollers, throwies. I just try to do it at the end of the day. Like, just try to master a little bit of everything.
What kind of spots do you like to hit?
The spots I like to hit are the like street spots, freeways. Anything that's like a brick wall, maybe a nice flat wall would be nice, you know, here and there.
So, you know, already putting in work for a while, bro. How do you deal with like criticism, bro?
At the end of the day, we're always gonna get criticized for graffiti, but I'm gonna still do it because I love the game. I'm never gonna stop because it's just a part of me now. It's a lifestyle, and I can't just leave it alone.
When you're out there creating art, bro, are you like tough on yourself, like with your own work?
You know what? Sometimes I am. I look back and I look at my stuff and I'm like, nah, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that. Take a picture and I just don't like it and I just keep on at it. So sometimes I am a little bit tough on myself, but I try to manage not to do it because at the end of the day, it's like it's graffiti. Nobody's gonna judge you. You can do whatever you want with graffiti.
There's foundations, bro, to everything, bro, you know, fundamentals. Is it possible to be a street artist without knowing the fundamentals, or do you think you need to get the basics down 100% before being considered a street artist?
Well, of course, there's fundamentals. Like, you gotta know the basic rules, the basic fundamentals. You just can't go out there and just tag anything you want. It's still graffiti, I get it. There's no rules, but at the end of the day, you gotta respect certain spots. Not even spots, but places, you know, you can't go tagging on church, people's work trucks, stuff like that, you know, it's just respect at the end of the day.
Did you have any mentors growing up?
Yes, I had a couple of mentors. They took a little bit of knowledge of my homies growing up. My homie here from my crew, he was one of the big mentors. My homie Utah 84, he's one of my mentors as well. I still take notes to this day. You know, it never hurts to take notes.
In graffiti, what do you think is more important, quality or quantity?
I believe, I feel like quality, 'cause at the end of the day, like, quantity could be good, because yeah, you'll have a bunch of like, spots out there, yeah, but if it's all like chicken scratch shit, like, I don't know, some people would like point out the flaws on that, and I just like me, like I said, sometimes really go hard on myself. I don't know, I gotta get this drip out of there. It just bothers me, I don't know why, I'm just like that. But everybody's different, you know, graffiti's different.
What's your favorite city to paint in?
Oh, for sure, like coming to LA and just fucking, you know, going around the city and just spray painting and getting shit done. But I like traveling, so anywhere else is where graffiti is available, I'll get a spray can and start doing my graffiti out there too.
Yeah, OC is pretty special, man, when it comes to like creating art, man, you know, because it seems like they kind of want to hold a clean image, you know, if you will, you know, stuff don't really rock out there, is what I've noticed, man, you know. But yo, man, so you know, as from an artist perspective, any other passions aside from street art, man?
Like I said, I'm trying to get into like the creating now murals, like characters, changing my style. I like skating, skateboarding. I used to play instruments too, you know, a little bit of everything. So I just try to like sometimes stay consistent with, alright, I'm just stick to graffiti. Or I'm a good skater too. I can do this, I can do that, you know. So it's always good to have little multiple things to be doing.
It's like music and somehow skateboarding, bro. It just seems to just go hand in hand with street art, bro. It's
Just
so
an element.
It's so exactly. It's so dope, bro. You know. But let me ask you this, bro. How do you feel about making money off of street art?
Well, I do some commissions art, like little canvases here and there, and like people ask me to do their names or paint a truck and stuff like that. If it get pays the bills and pays for the gas in my car, like why not, you know? At the end of the day, I'm still gonna go and do a bomb here, ride a train there.
Making money by any means, bro. You know. Let me ask you this, bro. When creating art, you prefer creating alone, or do you prefer being around company, man?
That one's like, I can say I can do both. Sometimes I do like going alone. I've been to a lot of missions by myself alone at night, and then sometimes it doesn't bother having a head or two, because it's always better to finish quicker and then, you know, having someone there to back you up if anything goes down. But yeah, I could do both.
Do you have any crazy craft story you can maybe share with us?
Craziest one is the one time, it was the night before Thanksgiving, and I was hitting a billboard right there on Main and Edinger and Harbor, and I was with my homie. We parked, and it was inside a storage unit. We had to like jump inside, climb the billboard, and it was an 80-foot billboard. And little did we know, the cops seen us, and so the cops were waiting. They didn't tell me, they told my homie because he got caught. They told him that they were waiting for the alarm to sound off at the storage unit, and they never did, because the whole time we weren't burglarizing, we were fucking painting the billboard. So they never thought about that. And it was just crazy because we were up there for a cool little minute. We finished, whatever, came down. It's like 4 in the morning. I crossed the center divider and I started catching like a throwing. Then I seen the blue and red lights just start flashing. That's when I had to start running because they were right after me. And it was Fountain Valley PD, so those motherfuckers were on my ass. But I managed to get away. I don't know how. I outran like 5 cops that night. And my homie ended up he went to the slammer because he was hiding under a car. And it was like 5, 6 in the morning. He had to go to work and he came out and he got him. And I managed to go home, and the next day was Thanksgiving, and I felt bad. I had to go put money in his books and all that because I was like, damn, he was my ride and shit. So think that was like one of my wildest stories because I was like, I couldn't believe it. The cops told them that they were waiting for us, but they didn't know that we were painting. But that's a story I'm never gonna forget.
So, recently you went on a trip to Colombia. How was it painting out there?
Oh, graffiti is big out there in Colombia. There's way more graffiti than any place where I've been to. Like, there's just graffiti all over. And I really liked it. And I had to catch my little spot out there too in the favelas out there.
How was the graffiti scene like in Comuna 13? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
Comuna 13. It was mostly of graffiti, anything right there. It kind of healed the place because it was the worst favela known to barrio, known to Comuna 13. It was the worst barrio at that time, like 2014, 2010, where you couldn't even step foot in there without getting shot. And so I guess they went at it with the military, the cartels right there. They took them out, and graffiti really just changed the whole scenery right there. And now it's a really big attracted the tourists in there, which it was really nice. You know, a lot of things to do in there, and a lot of history too, because it doesn't die because it's still there, like a scar. That's what they said. It's still here like a scar, but it's healed up. So now that graffiti came, and it just makes it more beautiful, and the people are happy how it is, and it's less of a dangerous area now that the place is fixed and all that. Because yeah, it was pretty bad. What I heard. Yeah, it was really bad area. You couldn't step foot in there without even knowing anybody.
It's crazy, bro. It almost sounds like graph actually brought peace.
Yeah,
you know?
It did. It changed like the whole scenery. Like graffiti kind of erased the image it had, and they put a new image, which now it's a better tourist attraction, which is really packed now, and it's just it's really bright. It's a bright environment.
And brought money in.
And brought a lot of money in. They made the new escalators because it's a lot of climbing, you know, incline. You put I think like $2 million on this escalators, electric escalators. So it's kind of like they had to waste money to make money, you know.
Yeah.
So now it's like a big spot, and yeah, I had a good time out there.
Colombia, bro, from the States out there to Colombia, bro. That's what's up, bro. Yo, Eyesore Radio. We chilling with the one and only OSIN. Yo, we're gonna go to a quick little break. Let's go.
Till the world looks the way it should. I'm on a mission to make heaven look like my neighborhood. I won't stop painting till the world looks the way it should. I'm on a mission to make heaven look like my neighborhood. Fuck, creep in a yard, storm the gates 100 deep. Who knew these cans of True Blue was heat and thunder speech? Old Chicago, role models was avocados and olives. Throw ups without hangovers, names older than God's is. Where bombing's not a hobby, it's a habit. Where addicts, rappers bragging about tags and don't know dick about this graph shit. Attack the Metro track with fat caps for fading gray greens. Can't wait to see Page versus Daily. It's on like Lucky Hoodies. What could he teach me while you were sleeping? I'm teaching his kids through graffiti. I have to argue, been rhyming, this shit ain't hard to do. But check the quell advertisements on Jarvis and Harbor Blue. Outlined in summer squash, dumb rock, my dark attire. Mind's wrecked from running from cops. Hopping barbed wire while you dream of being me between clean sheets. Play the role, personality splitting like mean streaks. No room for bling bling and thugs and whack crooks. I'm trying to king the line, bring your drugs, gear and black books. I'm in your face, in the tunnels and at the bruise spots. I'm on your train, insane to hit paddy wagons and rooftops. You heard of me, burgundy and outlines like murder scenes. German eats and ferns and flat whites for blurring greens. Fuck over your heads, yo, I'm climbing pylons. Tobacco brown Montanas, banana krylons. Hit the red line, headlines fuck the buff, yo. For those who must know, it's Ben Fresh Blue like Rusto.
From mics to breakdance, true to the art. It's simple and plain, let me explain. This is a mission, not a small-time thing. From mics to breakdance, true to the art. This is a mission, not a small-time thing.
I remember graph before more beef than Hindu sacrilege. Hey, you right? Fuck you rack your fat caps from lids, bragging on tracks, how you snap way in the day. Masturbate to lies, I'm too busy shaking paint, rain, sleet or snow out to rock when missions call. Laugh at graffiti blasters, piss on permission walls. Wrong side of the graph track with acid, 3D glasses, blast this shit backwards in graffiti blaster classes. After smashings, vandal squads asking what happened. I'm done rapping, colder than Aspen to get your tags flipped. Beef without slabs of meat, sagging your jeans, graphene, scream for grip dipsticks. Even your tag is weak. This is for you who choose to rock lines and toys where red pilots rocking stop signs. Stop lying, find your niche. Mine's a bitch to kick, bad habit. Language visualize, content fat. Mad graphic past the flat black as this cat snaps and laughs at fashion fad writers with a fill-in. Quell villain feels like writing, keep killing. Resurrecting heaven's buildings and building heaven's children.
From mics to spray cans. True to the art. Simple and plain, let me explain. This is a mission, not a small time thing. From mics to spray cans. True to the art. This is a mission, not a small time thing.
You ain't seen a freight train, straight aim with paint stains, or parked trucks framed in stardust, brushed with fame flames. 3 cans of soul, green sand and gold to spray trucks. Names dribble down the yard, we hit the layups, dispelling devils from eye levels like it's a done job. Couldn't mimic Mr. Straight Lines on an etch a sketch with one knob. Shy ills, killing villains with filling illest noise rocks. Toy scratch bomb the way out of this pine toy box. Tag your backpack straps, it's past your bedtime. Heads fine, dead or alive, this time to hit the red lines. The autograph slaughter crap, artists laugh at man's design. The laughs on society, sign like pantomimes. Buff the blackboard, attack it with true blue. No matter how you see it, you lose like flipping Zulu. I used to paint my name on trains to get my thrill on. Much love but fuck I once was, motherfuckers, we still bomb. I won't stop painting until the world looks the way it should. I'm on a mission to make heaven look like my neighborhood. I won't stop painting till the world looks the way it should. I'm on a mission to make heaven look like your neighborhood.
Yo, 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 Eyesore Radio. Yo, we back. We over here chilling with the one and only OSIN. Yo, what up, bro? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, you know?
That's right, bro. Yo, man, let me ask you this, bro, since you've been in the game for a while, bro. Is there a difference between I'm gonna use the term grapher and a writer, bro?
I never looked at it like that, but I consider myself like a writer because I write for it. Like, I fucking been in jail for this shit. I got in jump for this. I've done like my missions for this, so I consider myself a writer. A grapher is more like, I feel like, oh, he's just like some pastime doing it, you know, or it's a little face they have. That's how I see it. I don't know how other people see it, but I consider myself a writer because I've been doing it. I have battle scars for this. And it's because I feel like I'm a writer, you know. I write for this crew. I still do it to this day, you know, and I love it. Like a grab head, I feel like someone eventually, like, it's a face for them, and they're like, oh, you know, I'm over it, you know. They do something else, or they just drop it. I don't see myself dropping it, or maybe not like that, but I still gotta do what I gotta do. And it's, I'm a writer, you know. That's what I feel like.
Dope, bro. Let me ask you this, bro. What would you say, man, are your do's and don'ts in the street art world, man?
Like do's and don'ts on the street art. Well, like for sure, the do's and don'ts is like vandalize. What's vandalism? At the end of the day, it's like wherever you do it doesn't matter. It's graffiti. But at the same time, there's like respect for this stuff. Like you can't do it in churches. I just don't do it on churches. I don't do it on people's work truck because it's like, you know, there's people that gotta go and make bread. Which back then when I was a kid, I didn't give a fuck because we were all youngsters at one point. And now I look back and I thought, you know, I fucked up. I fucked around this man's fucking truck and shit. You know, I got chased down for that shit. You know, and I learned my lesson and shit. But it's cool. You know, I now respect everything. I just catch my poles. I still have a bunch of stickers. Put my slabs up. Catch my tags, my spray cans, curb tags. You know, I still do it. And yeah, just do it where it feels right, you know, because I'm like, alright, I'm gonna catch it right here, and hopefully nobody fucking has a bad day about it, you know. I could care less if it's on a pole or anything, but like, you know, on a spot where people are gonna be like, damn, this was a fucking dirt bag for catching inside there. And it's not me no more and shit.
Hey, bro, the way you've been wording things, man, I can honestly say that respect still exists, bro. You know, in the street art world, most definitely, man. Let me touch back, man, on that Colombia story, bro, because that was really dope, bro. But let me ask you this, OSIN. Are there any other spots, bro, that you've gone creating art other than Colombia, man?
Colombia was a good one. I had to catch a spot in Colombia. It was way too much graffiti not to catch a spot. Been to Miami, Art Basel. Went there with a couple of homies out there too. Partied and we all weekend was just painting out there too. New York, I went by myself as well. Painted out there, the Mecca of graffiti. I had to get my spot in it too. San Francisco too as well. Oakland, Chicago. I went for the meeting of styles in 2021 out there. Did my thing in the south side of Chicago, and yeah, anywhere where I can get a spray can, where I'm at, part of the United States or around the world, doesn't matter. I'm gonna do my thing, you know. I'm gonna go and grab my cans and just catch my spot.
What does your crew mean to you?
This is not like a crew; it's more like a family. At the end of the day, we've been the same homies for like 10 plus years, you know. So I don't see it as, oh, he's just some guy and we know each other from this crew. Like, nah, he's my brother, he's my family member. At the end of the day, I consider this guy like I'll go and catch a bullet for this guy, because at the end of the day, we've been friends for like 10 plus years, and it's not a crew no more, because at the end of the day, it's more like a family, and it's the same people we had from 10 years ago. We're still here and still strong.
What's the greatest like accomplishment in graffiti that you think you've done so far?
Well, I feel like just transitioning my graffiti now into more like art, and like people liking it. Like, it's not alright, this was just tagging on everything or bombing on everything. Like, now he's actually doing like something nice, throwing a character in there, you know, throwing some colors. Like, I feel like I'm transitioning my graffiti now to something more. I feel like it's more proper, and I feel like I like it. You know, I don't care if they don't like it, but then the graffiti is whatever you want to be to me.
How important is can control to you?
At one point, I sucked at can control. I took a couple of years, but I feel like I could really manage the spray can, and yeah, can control is everything, you know. Like I said, I do go hard on myself when I'm painting. When I see a drip, I don't like it. I go back and I fix it, you know. I see a crooked line or a crack I don't like, I go and buff it and I do it again. So can control is something big for me as well, but it just doesn't come overnight as well.
Yo, bro, let me ask you this, man. What are your favorite, what are your go-to tools, bro, when creating street art?
Well, for sure, just go and get me a silver and a black. Roller paint, like if I'm gonna hit a train, like go and give me some roller paint as well. Like in my car, my trunk is just packed out with paint right now too. Like I have a little bit of everything there, like my ladder, my rollers, my sponges, anything I need. When I like, alright, I need this color, I go back to my trunk, I grab that item that I get, go back to the spot, you know. So I have a little bit of everything what I need, but it just depends on the spot where you know catch what you need. So it just depends on the spot.
That's dope, bro. Always gotta be, gotta stay ready,
Yes,
you know? That's what's up, bro. Let me ask you this, bro. Kind of touching back on, you know, like growing up and whatnot. Coming out of OC, bro. Can you see like the big difference, man, when you're creating art inside the Orange County, bro, as opposed to like LA, bro, and let's say like the IE, bro?
Well, creating art in Orange County is kind of hard, like I said. It's like, because if you want to create art, you gotta go through this. I've asked for permission sometimes, but like most of the time, they don't really like it unless it's in downtown Santa Ana. That's where they like it. But at the end of the day, I just don't want to see my art there. You know, I want to see it all over. So Orange County is kind of getting hard because they want it's Orange County. They want a nice, proper city. You know, not like over here and other places where they just don't care. You know, which I feel like I said, like when I went to Colombia, like they embrace graffiti out there. They really embrace graffiti, and it's like something positive for them. Like it's something beautiful that they like, because it's something that you create, and it just changes the image of. So which is, I felt like, I wish that they seen it like that over here, but they don't. They see it as a criminal, they see it as a vandal, they see it as this guy has a low life and stuff like that, but I don't see it like that.
Yo, so let me ask you this, bro. Is it possible to go your whole, for however long you're dedicated as a street artist, is it possible to actually do this street art without getting into any type of beefs, bro?
Honestly, it's not, because at the end of the day, someone's gonna hate on you. Doesn't matter if you didn't even know the person, you didn't acknowledge him. At the end of the day, someone out there is just gonna hate on you for doing what you're doing, and it just sucks. Because at the end of the day, like, of course, I'm gonna like defend myself or say something back. But at the end of the day, I don't even know this guy. I don't know what's hating about, But at the end of the day, that's how it is. That's what life is. People are just hating on you. Maybe because you're doing something right, So at the end of the day, is just keep on doing what you're doing. And just don't stop.
What's your favorite kind of spray paint?
Ooh, my favorite kind of spray paint. I used to go from Iron Lax, and then from Iron Lax I kind of moved on to Hardcore. Hardcore is like my go-to right now, and then Dangs as well. Dangs are pretty good cans as well.
Do you feel like graffiti is addictive?
Yeah, it is. Like I said, I got in trouble for that shit. I've been caught, I got in jail, I've been fucking jumped, I've been shot at, and it's all for graffiti. So I say, yeah, it's addictive, and it's a lifestyle, Like on my clothes, all my other clothes has like paint stains on it. It's addicting. As much as I don't want to be dirty with graffiti, I just can't help it.
Does music influence your graffiti?
Oh yeah, sometimes when I'm working on a canvas or when I'm painting a train or something like that, throw my earbuds on and just be jamming out. I feel like it enhances my graffiti and stuff like that. I really focus. I don't know what music does, but it does something.
What's the difference between graffiti now and 10 years ago when you started?
Graffiti now and 10 years ago, even though I'm not that old, well, I feel like I'm not that old, but it's 10 years is 10 years, It's a decade. It's just, it really changed. Back then, even in the early 2000s, it was a whole different style. It was a more a little, more smaller kind of fonts people, but more technical, I seen it, my homies, Utah, he's from 2000 painting at that time. I see his bombs back in the day, and I'm like, damn, I don't even have that style. I don't even know how I come up with a style like that. In the early 2010, I was coming up with my own style, and it wasn't the best, but like I said, we all gotta learn. It's different now because I'm saying I'm from Orange County. The graffiti scene is there, but it's not as big as LA. But I managed to get my name in there. Any day just develop. Every time graffiti develops more and more. The more years pass, we're gonna see how graffiti changes in another 10 years, and another 10 years. Probably different.
Yo, bro. Let me ask you this, bro. Did you ever at one point feel like, you know what, I'm not even gonna do this anymore, bro?
Honestly, I haven't. Even though sometimes I'm busy at working, or I'm just too tired to do it. I manage to always find time to do graffiti. Like I said, sometimes we do commissions here and there, so it's a talent. It comes with me now. It's part of me. I can't really leave it alone no more. It's addictive, I gotta do a little painting here or catch a tag there. I don't see myself leaving it anytime soon.
That's crazy, bro. It's like my brother said, bro. It's like his identity, bro. You know?
It's two different identities. This is part of me, It's like if I was born with this, I wouldn't embrace it,
Yo, bro. Let me ask you this real quick, bro. You had mentioned that I am, bro. Was it how was it like transitioning from being a solo street artist to becoming a part of something, bro?
Well, I'd always kick it with these guys. I grew up on Green. Anything it was Green right there in my street where I grew up in the corner. We were skaters at one point. 2008, 2009, you know? I was like 13 years old, skating, and then I would see these guys in black books, you know, kicking it. And eventually I just started going into more of that. Like, oh shit, I like what you're doing. And of course, eventually I started doing my own, got my name, started getting up, putting it down, and it just had it's still been there, still been writing it since 2011. That's when the year I kind of joined, 2011, 2010, around there. It's been like 15 years I've been writing Ryan Crew.
15 years, bro, of being in control of the street art and not letting it fully consume you, bro, because I'm sure people can easily get consumed over this, bro. It's almost like a drug, right, would you say?
Yeah, it's like a drug, you know, that sometimes you can't let it like fucking consume you and take over you, you know, you gotta learn how to control it. Like, at one point, like I said, I grew up with these guys, and eventually they were like, alright, you gotta put you on, and it all took time, it all takes time, and here I am still 15 years later, still putting it down, still writing, traveling, putting it up there, you know, wherever I go and shoot.
Why do you do graffiti?
Why do I do graffiti? For the love of it, for the love of the game. For me, you know, I do it for me. It kind of like, when I'm painting, I kind of forget about my problems. It's kind of like a tranquility when I'm painting, you know. I forgot about everything, what it's fucking wrong that day, or what I'm going to be stressing about work, or the bills I got to pay, or this and that, you know. When I'm me and the wall, or me and the train, or it doesn't matter what it is, kind of forget about it, and that's like my therapy. Graffiti is my therapy.
Do you think graffiti is for everybody?
I don't think graffiti has a name, like, oh yeah, it's you, or you could, like, it doesn't choose or pick. Like, if you're with it, if you like it, and you want to put those hours, because you got to put these hours, put this work in. But mostly, like, some people, it's not for everybody. Like, you know, some people said, like, some people really crash out on graffiti and they go out on everything, and they just do a bunch of mayhem, and it's not like that, you know. Graffiti's not for everybody, but at the same time, like, if you want to do it, you could do it.
What would be like a piece of advice that you can give to someone coming up in the graffiti game?
Just practice those lines, practice going over those, you know, those shades. Like, make sure if you're with the homie, like, both of you just give each other little notes, like, hey, you gotta fix this, you gotta fix that, or do it this way, or fill it in this color. Like, it's always good to, like, take advice, you know. Never think bad if somebody tells you, hey, like, I feel like you gotta do this. Don't ever take it a bad way. I feel like just take it, you know, take it and run with it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, oh shit, like, he was right, you know. I needed to fix this, you know. I needed more practice on this side, you know. And then at the end of the day, it's for your better, you know, for you to better and develop on what you gotta do.
In the great words, bro, one below, man, know the difference between dissing and constructive criticism.
Yes, sir, you know, you gotta know.
That's right, bro. Hey, man, it's a pleasure, bro. Chilling with the one and only OSIN, bro. I am. Hey, man, you got any shout outs, bro?
Shout out to my homie, no, rest in peace to my homie Ciego, you know, from my crew. Rest in peace to my homie Ford. What's up to all my homies out there, you know, hearing me, and I know they're all gonna be watching this and listening to this show.
Hey, man, once again, bro, pleasure having you, bro. We over here chilling with the one and only OSIN, bro, here at Eyesore Radio. This episode was brought to you by Santo Paso, Hood Vandal Streetwear. Yo, we in here, let's go.